You see, it's one of those funny things, right? Where now I'm gonna be mad if Ezra Miller ain't the Flash about by making Cavill. Let's try again. So let's try that one again. So it's one of those things where now I'm going to be mad if Ezra Miller doesn't turn out to be the Reverse Flash, the double, because I'm looking at this trailer now and I saw a whole bunch of things that I didn't think of where they are blatantly flaunting the fact that I'll be shocked if they don't take this opportunity and that this film is as one dimensional in terms of the characterization of the double that is Barry. I'll be really disappointed if he is just some comedic like a kind of some kind of comedic character that is just there to be the viewer's point of view, where oh man, it's Keaton's Batman, and he's like, whoa, this is really cool and stuff like that. I don't want him to be an audience point of view character. I really think now rewatching this trailer that there's a little bit more to all of the things we're seeing here, and I'm gonna let you in why. The reverse flashes in this film, they've basically told people who've gone to see the film that they will sue the shit out of them if they tell you if they let you know the reverse flashes in this film. That's what I think. That's why the reveal has not come out yet and it's been kept secret. But eventually, I think it is going to come out. The reverse flashes in this shit, and I'm going to prove it to you right fucking now. I got so excited about this, I just had to start a stream. I've invited people. If they want to come on, they can come on. But this is just a quick, if you've got any questions for me about what I'm about my theory, just let me know. But here we go. So we start off here.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere. Another timeline. Another universe.
Mhm.
So what you want to say? Fight this one. Because this is the where my mom lives. I'm not going to lose her again.
Mhm. Mhm. Great scene. Great scene.
Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different.
Whose hand is that? Why is that hand all gangrene and like and touching up this picture in this weird way? Why is it? Look at the sickly nature of that hand. I want to know who that character is because that isn't Batman, and if that's Barry, that's weird. Why is he all like that? But anyway, that's just the first clue. It's a they want you to assume that that's normal Barry's hand, and he's looking at his mother and father, and kind of reminiscing on when she was alive. But I don't necessarily think it's the case.
Drawn to each other like magnets. My face. So my face.
Okay, that's the first clue. Okay, so if people don't know, um, one thing. Sorry, sup nerd man. Yeah, I love the trailer. You can tell WB needed to sell everyone on this and just put all their cards on the table. Keaton, bro, I'm ready. Yeah, I know, but I think they're distracting Flash fans with the Keaton stuff and the Supergirl stuff because I think one of the complaints about this movie that I've heard recently, or not recently, ever since they announced that it's a Flashpoint movie, is that this is that the reverse flash isn't going to be in it, and what's the point of doing a flashpoint movie if you don't have reverse flash? The essence of the whole story. And to some extent, I agree with that. Sometimes, to some extent, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. I think the movie can still be good. Without that, it might be a little bit disappointing. But I'm here to tell you that I'm sorry, I think Ezra Miller is playing, at least in the beginning of the movie. I hope once they reveal it's the Flash, they change the cast. But I think in the beginning of the movie, this guy, this double, is the Reverse Flash. Of course, he's wearing yellow. That's a kind of giveaway. Like, this is why I'm saying they're throwing it in our face, but they're throwing us off with all these false media stories about like the Black Flash and stuff like that. But listen to it. He goes,
My face.
"You stole my face." If people don't
If you
know,
were
let me just tell you, in the comics, one of the famous things that the Reverse Flash does to Flash is he steals his face. So he's so obsessed with him that he actually gets some kind of weird plastic surgery and becomes Barry. So this is an article just that shows the 15 weirdest, most despicable things the Reverse Flash ever did. So one thing that's a giveaway for me in this is that, does anyone else find that that's not a very natural thing to say? If you you meet your twin on the street, you're not going to say you stole my face. And I thought, oh, this is just a really clumsy, bad joke at first. I was like, oh my God, it's one of these clumsy Marvel humor-esque kind of jokes. But then I started thinking about it and I was like, it's just a very weird thing. Why would you say that? Like, wouldn't you say, who are you? Are you I've got a twin brother, or what the hell's happening? Why would you say you stole my face? It's supposed to play up to the character's goofiness, but I think it's actually meant to be something else. And if you look at, this is the 15 most despicable things the Reverse Flash ever did to Barry Allen. So he impersonated Barry. After Barry Allen died in Crisis on Infinite Earths, Wally West attempted to fill the void and he became the new Flash. His tenure as the Scarlet Speedster would apparently be short-lived as a result of the benchmark story, The Return of Barry Allen. Wally is shocked to suddenly see Barry come knock on his door. Little did he know it wasn't Barry, but Eobard Thawne, who had disguised himself. Thawne had constantly fixated on Barry Allen and wanted to be the Flash. After some futuristic facial reconstruction surgery, Thawne looked exactly like Barry. This was the first post-Crisis on Infinite Earths appearance of Eobard Thawne, and the villain was crazier than ever before. He took calculated steps to infiltrate the Allen, West, and Garrick family lives. Though it doesn't take terribly long for everyone to realize something is wrong, it goes to show Thawne is diseased in nature. So that's what I think this film is up to. With this, he stole my face. It's definitely a kind of creepy foreshadowing of you stole my face, when in fact he's the one who's stolen Barry's face. So let's look at a little bit further, some other clues here, contextual clues that the Reverse Flash is in this movie.
go in the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be.
Okay, so that's another one that's supposed to throw you off. That's supposed to be like, oh, this is how they got their powers, right? So maybe the Reverse Flash is pretending that he didn't have any powers in the beginning. So they redo the experiment that turns Flash into Flash, like Bruce Wayne, and or maybe just them two. They say he convinces him that you can redo it or something like that, and they redo the experiment. But in fact, the Barry's double always had his powers, so he was just pretending to not have powers. So that's what I think might be going on there. So this is obviously trying to say, oh, this is how they both get their powers in this film. After he goes back in time or changes the timeline, and he comes back to a new timeline where he hasn't become the Flash yet.
But the consequences can be. I could fix things. You could also destroy everything. This can't happen.
So this isn't what Barry's. This isn't what Barry's done. This is what the Reverse Flash has done, and he's now looking at his own work. Oh, look at the chaos I've unleashed. Yeah, so this is definitely.
The universe. Sorry, we've been waiting for you. I created a world with no metahumans, and now there's no one to defend us. Want some help? You are? Yeah. I'm Batman.
It's just a theory, and it could be that everybody's right and it's Black Flash, but I just don't think so.
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back.
So that's supposed to be a red herring as well. So this is supposed to be, everyone now thinks, oh, this is confirmation, it's Black Flash that's in this.
If I can't get back.
As you can see, it looks like
There may not be a few.
It looks like it's Black Flash, but I think that again that is a red herring. Either that's the Reverse Flash's suit, and they've just made it different for the marketing, like you know how Marvel sometimes lies in their trailers. I think that's it. Either that or there's some other explanation for this, but I believe that is
There may not be a future. What's the way? What do we do? We try not to die. It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm Barry.
And this is the last clue right here. See, every joke that I thought was a lame joke, which I did, this one I thought was a little bit funnier than the "you stole my face" joke, but I was really starting to be like, this Barry's kind of goofy, and I don't really like him, and he's kind of annoying me a little bit. It was the only little thing in the trailer which I thought was epic and cool. But this kind of they've shown it before that he's like this huge fanboy that he looks at the Batmobile and he's like, oh my god, and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, from a film kind of perspective, why would anyone even know who the Batman is? Or you're from Central City and meeting the Batman is such a big deal if he's such a secret character? So to me, it didn't ever make sense. It felt like some cheap way of, in the way that Josh Whedon made the Flash like a fanboy of the Justice League, just to give us a point of view character, like in the movie where this character's amazed by everything. But now I'm thinking, with this film, I'm hoping it's a lot better than that and doesn't take that cheap route of making this character that just point of view like character who's supposed to be just someone who expresses what the audience is feeling. I'm hoping that this double isn't just that. I'm hoping this double is being a fanboy, because that's exactly what Reverse Flash is. In the comics, Reverse Flash is a huge fanboy of the Flash. and he always is. He wants to be him. He's a stalker of the Flash. He collects everything. If you find out, I think he used to work in the Flash Museum. That's his origin. Like, he's some guy, like the loser guy from 2025 or whatever, who works at the Flash Museum, and he, gets the powers, and he comes back in time and wants to meet the Flash, and he wants to, essentially cause the Flash to be a hero, essentially. So he's just this huge fanboy of the Flash. So it would make sense that he would be the type of person to say something like
Kids
this,
are gonna want to see this.
where he's like a fanboy of Supergirl, he's a fanboy of Batman, right? That makes sense to me. I'm happy to see the return of Michael Keaton as Batman. Yeah, I think so. We had Reverse Flash on the CW show. True, but I think this is a different version of the Reverse Flash, where, as I said, they're playing into that element where he is a fanboy of the superheroes from the 21st century or from the 20th century. So he's a fanboy. He works in the Flash Museum. He's read everything about Superman. He's read everything about Supergirl and Wonder Woman and all of these characters. And I think this is why this double that is played by Ezra Miller is so in the film kind of cheesily into all of these superheroes, where he's like, oh, I'm gonna film her on my phone. I'm gonna he even faints at one point when he sees Batman. If you remember, at one point in this trailer, he faints after seeing Batman.
You are. I bet.
See, he faints after seeing Batman. This is what I'm saying. He has to have some kind of prior knowledge of Batman to be so impressed and invested in him. And apparently, Batman in this world is supposed to be a secret figure. He's not supposed to be like something that the general public knows so much, because there are no real meta-humans in this universe, or superheroes, I think. So in any case, that's my view of this. I'm pretty sure that this whole thing of Reverse Flash not being in this movie is a red herring. And I'm now I really want it to be, because before I was like, oh man, if it's Ezra Miller playing the Reverse Flash, I don't mind him playing the Flash because I think he's kind of cool as the Flash. But I don't want him playing the villain as well. I want but now if this is the route they're going, where he actually did the plastic surgery to turn himself into Ezra Miller, and created this pocket universe that he knew that Ezra Miller would want to stay in, and try and save, I think that would be cool. But the only thing is that I want him to change his form to a different actor once he reveals that he is actually the Reverse Flash. I don't want him going on it being two Ezra Miller playing Reverse Flash and Ezra Miller playing the Flash. There was already a toy leak of something named Dark Flash, all black and rocks. Yeah, I know. I think all of that is perhaps a red herring. I really do. I think all of that is WB being smart. Maybe that you do see the Dark Flash or Black Flash somewhere in this movie, but I don't think it's the main villain. Everything is telling me, like the way this guy is acting as such a fanboy of that's Reverse Flash. The way he's wearing yellow. I think they think, obviously, no one's going to believe that they're going to make Ezra Miller the Reverse Flash. They think that it's obvious. Oh no, it's this Flash is clearly just going to be, in the end, just the comedy relief of the film. But I think he's a Reverse Flash because I stole your face. Okay, so now that other Ezra with the longer hair is going to change into Dark Flash. I don't think he's going to turn into Reverse Flash. Reverse Flash, unfortunately, isn't going to be in this, which is unfortunate. That's what they're telling you, brother. But think about it. Why go back to this phrase here?
My face. So my face.
Why would you say that, Jimmy? Just think about that. If you met somebody who looked exactly like you, would you say you stole my face? So unfortunately, I don't think we'll see the Flash until a potential sequel or during this reset that will happen in the next coming years. But answer my question, Jimmy. Do you think you would say if you met somebody who was absolutely identical to you, why would you say you stole my face? It doesn't make sense. It's either a really bad joke and bad writing, or it's alluding to the fact that in the comics, the Reverse Flash does exactly that to Barry Allen. He steals his face. He literally has plastic surgery, and changes his face. Maybe Reverse Flash does kill Barry's mum, but we don't see his face, just a yellow blur to set up for the sequel. Maybe that is it. Maybe that is it. Maybe you won't see it. Maybe that was the plan, that he's going to be revealed as Reverse Flash in the second movie. But I'm telling you, either way, he is Reverse Flash. Reverse Flash, unfortunately, has been overused in the CW show. I mean, we saw Reverse Flash every season pretty much for the TV show. Oh no, I get what you're saying, man. Oh yeah, exactly. So that's my point. It there's a very big chance that it could just be bad writing, because Hollywood is filled with terrible writing, and they might think, oh, that's really hilarious, you stole my face, but it doesn't make sense. No human being would realistically say that. You'd be like, oh my god, who are you? Are you related? Are you my twin brother? Are you what? The Flash trailer does look great, Superboy, but what we're discussing here is the Reverse Flash is in this fucking movie, and the Reverse Flash is Ezra Miller. Listen to this.
My face. So my face.
Okay, so my argument here is either that's a really bad comedy line, which isn't funny, and it makes me think that that character in the film, if he's the comedy relief, is going to be super irritating, or that is the Reverse Flash. What's good? Because Nerdman, what's good? I don't want to have to lay out my argument again, but like, if that's the Reverse Flash, because as I stated before, the Reverse Flash in the comics literally steals Barry Allen's face and uses it to infiltrate his family. Hey man, what's going on? And this is an epic trailer, by the way. I love it. If you want to know what my feelings towards the trailer are, I just didn't like a couple of the comedy beats with Ezra Miller's character. And I was just like, why are they making him this fanboy of Batman and all of that kind of stuff? But now I'm thinking, if it is in fact Reverse Flash, who comes from the future, who works at the Flash Museum, who's seen Batman in the Flash Museum, who's seen Supergirl and Superman and all of those kind of things, it would make sense that when he finally meets Batman, he faints. When he finally sees the Batmobile, which has been in the Flash Museum for many, many years, he's like, oh my God, the Batmobile and all of that kind of stuff. If that's the Reverse Flash, all of that stupid kind of fanboyish stuff that Ezra Miller's Flash's double is doing is going to suddenly make sense. Either that or he's going to be a super annoying character. I personally think this should have been 100% movie adaptation of Flashpoint because Reverse Flash had a major role in the comic, and personally, that's the route they should have taken. Yeah, I would have liked to see the Amazons versus the Atlanteans, definitely. But having said that, you could kind of do that in two movies. Maybe that could be the next movie with the Flash, where you focus more on that. Yeah, especially the Amazons and the Atlanteans. Me too. I mean, I'm a huge mark for Wonder Woman, and I think I think they've actually set up the with the who Wonder Woman is in the DCEU. It's really been set up quite well to do an evil Wonder Woman. So I think they did miss an opportunity there. Um, I hope you're right. I mean, again, I don't discount the fact that it could just be bad writing. That's why I'd be incredibly disappointed if they didn't see that as an opportunity. If it's not just, oh, this Flash double just really is like a huge fanboy of Batman. That would piss me off if that's the case. I'd probably still like the movie for a lot of other reasons, but if that's going to be the characterization of that double, I don't like any of his lines in the movie yet. But if he's Reverse Flash, I love those lines in the movie. Do you get what I'm saying? It's really dependent on that because it's not going to work if it's revealed that he's Dark Flash or something else. He has to be Reverse Flash for those lines to really work. It's like, oh shit, oh snap, you know. And I'm sorry if I spoiled it for you. I should have put spoilers, but I got so excited about when I figured this out that I don't think anybody's running with this yet. Nobody's thinking about this as a story, and it's definitely WB is flaunting. He's wearing yellow. He's a huge fanboy. He talks about stealing or Ezra Miller stealing his face. He's the Reverse Flash. He's either the Reverse Flash or a terrible character. I will say that I'm happy to get to see Batfleck one last time. Me too. Me too. I like Batfleck for the most part. Dude, even at his age now, Michael Keaton's can still kick ass as Batman. Yeah, that's called CGI. Oh yeah, those lines would make sense if it's Reverse Flash. Yeah, it would. It really would. But anyway, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you guys. Really enjoyed catching up. And yeah, it was just a quick little yeah, live no. But yeah, it was just a quick little thing to say what I feel about the Flash movie. Also, Guardians looks like a piece of shit. I hope no DC movie trailer ever looks like that, or I'm gonna throw up. Um, just being nerd man as per usual, and yeah, peace. Well, yeah, MCU sucks basically. So, love you 3000. I'm outie. Bye.